Hey, I'm Becca with the Happy Ever Crafter, and a little while ago I did this video about the basics of block lettering and how to improve your block lettering. And I did not know people wanted that much information about block lettering, but that video blew up. So if you haven't seen that one, go check that one out first, because this is like a little follow-up to that. In this video, I'm going to show you how to take that basic block lettering you learned and step it up a little bit, start to stylize it. First, we're going to start with a really basic alphabet, the kind you learned in that past video. I'm just using a Sharpie marker to show you nice and big on the page, but you can use whatever type of pen you want. So we're just going to do the letters A to F as an example. So I'm just going to write the really basic alphabet first. Okay, so you have your basic alphabet. Now I'm going to show you trick number 1 to stylize this a little bit. Trick number 1 is to make it more bottom heavy, or move your crossbar up. Both do the same thing. So I'm going to draw that same A, again, the same frame of the A. But this time I'm just going to take that crossbar and move it really high up. Boom, looks like a totally different A. Same thing with the B. Except this time, instead of the crossbar, you're just making the top loop smaller than the bottom loop. So I'm going to make that really small. I'm going to make this one much bigger. Boom. Again, totally different B. With the C, you can either make it more bottom heavy or you can leave it the same. It's totally up to you. I like to leave it the same because I find C, I just like the look of a basic one. But if you wanted to make it more bottom heavy, you could go really nice and small at the top, and then bigger at the bottom, whatever you want really. Again, I prefer that main one. For the D, you're going to actually just kind of come down quicker at the top and bring it around so that it's rounder at the bottom and more pointed at the top. Again, I also just prefer that regular D, but for the sake of this example, we'll do all the letters. For the E, this is moving the crossbar again, so you're just going to move it up nice and high. And same thing for the F. So it's really just starting to play with it. But that's trick number 1, move the crossbar up. Trick number 2, move the crossbar down. Clearly my block lettering skills don't translate to my regular handwriting. So we're going to go back to that first line again, draw the frame of the A. And now you're going to move the crossbar really far down. Same thing with the B. This time you're going to make it top heavy. Heavy on the top, a little on the bottom. And again, these are very exaggerated, so it doesn't have to be that crazy. I'm just showing you the exaggerated versions and you can pare it back as much as you want. So same thing here for the C. You could go really big at the top and really little at the bottom. I just sort of find that looks like a G, so again, I would use the regular C. For the D, this time you're gonna go big at the top and come a little sharper into the bottom. E, move the crossbar towards the bottom, and F, move the crossbar towards the bottom. So these are pretty messy letters, but you guys are understanding what I'm getting at. And then the third trick is to angle your letters. This one tends to stress people out, but it's actually not very challenging. If you had actual guide sheets with angled lines, that's perfect, but I'm just gonna draw some really rough ones in here, trying to keep them on approximately the same angle. So this time you're gonna angle your letters. Now, A is sort of a tricky one because you're angling only one side of it. You're gonna angle that right side of the A. So I would actually draw that side of your A first, which means just following one of those angled lines you drew. And then you're gonna keep your horizontal lines horizontal. You don't need to angle those at all. Then with your B, the stem of your B follows that line. The C is, again, sort of tricky, but you're just gonna kind of angle it so that that piece is on more of an angle than it was before. The D, follow that line. Same with the E. And same with the F. So really quick changes to that original alphabet gives you 3 brand new block letter alphabets. And again, like I said earlier, you can sometimes pick and choose, and you can even mishmash these all together. You could do a totally angled alphabet, but also move the crossbar really far down. You could do an angled alphabet and move the crossbar up. You could do crossbar up on the B and crossbar down on the E. It's really up to you what you want to do and come up with your own styles, but these are just 3 ways that you can start to experiment with your most basic block letters. For me, I've discovered after playing with this for many years that my favorite style is actually the most basic one. This is the style you'll see me doing on my signs and in my calligraphy work, but it's really fun to play with these for other styles and to just see what you like. So I hope you found that helpful. Give me a thumbs up on this video if you did, and make sure you're subscribed because there's 2 new videos every single week. But for now, I'm gonna link you back to that original block lettering video in case you need a little more help with this, because that one goes much more in depth, and I'll see you over there.